Okay. ラウルはにらりとした。ラウル he grinned. Like a cat's got the cradle. 僕がからかったからね。ラウルは認めた。ラウル he acknowledges, well, you only got mad at me because I was teasing you. 確かに君は怒った。でも君はしたようにする権利があるんだし。Well, it's quite true that you got it is quite true that you got angry. But you see, you actually do have the right in order to decide the things that you want to do. And the next paragraph is for you.
アラナはひどく驚いてラウルを見た。そうかい。So Alanna was really surprised and looked at Ralph and was like, "Oh, I do?"
ララは眉を潜める。Rairu, he wrinkles his brow. こんなこと言うつもりはなかったけど、せっかくだから、アラン、君は他のみんなと同じことをしないと嫌われると思ってるみたいだな。Um, so I wasn't going to say this, but since it's come to this, well, Alan, when you compare to everybody else, there are things that you think something, it seems like, and I actually do not know what the shinai toki dare. So, toki, um,
I don't think that's
yeah.
Toki. I think that's like the toe conditional.
Yeah, I thought I was, but then I haven't really seen kirai as a verb before. So,
Hmm
kirao. So I was like, is kirao? Um, I think that you will be hated by everybody else if you do not do the same things everybody else does, right? 僕たちが君を好きなのは変わっているからだって思ったことはないのか? Do you not think the reason why we like you is that that you're a weirdo? Well, maybe that's why we like you. The next couple lines is for you.
アラナはラウルをまじまじを見た。So she stared at Ralph. またはか、またから買われているのだろうか。から買われて
Karakao.
I don't know this.
Oh, you know it. It just doesn't have kanji, so it's like so
から買う
many hiragana characters. This is to ridicule the tease, right? Karakao.
うん。
It's just hard when it has like a whole lot of hiragana characters, and then it also gets conjugated, so it makes it
Yeah.
look even more different.
ラウルはにっこりした。So Ralph smiled. 僕たちは友達だ。アラン。ちょっとしたことができにを、um, I can't tell what this is.
Semeru, that's like to lay blame on somebody.
責めると思うはやめろって。So Ralph smiles and said that we're all friends, Alan, and ちょっとしたこと、oh, okay, so ちょっとしたことで君を責めるとは、責めると思うのはやめろ。So I guess this is saying like if something little happens, don't think we're going to blame you. Like stop thinking we're going to blame you for every little thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's like not like necessarily like say it's your fault. It's like you condemn someone, being like, "Ugh, you suck," kind of.
Okay.
おい、ラウル、前の方から声がかかった。こっちの賭けに決着をつけて kurenai ka? Hey, Rauru, calls out a voice from ahead of them. Um, will you not do me the favor of whatever the heck he's saying over here? Which, like, I feel like I know the words, but it's like not making sense together.
I'm pretty sure kakeru is to gamble.
It normally is, but like, what would they be gambling in this context? Oh,
Maybe they're
it's,
betting on something.
and this is like to decide. So, can you figure out who's winning on this bet? I
Hmm.
guess some kind of mediation's going on here. じゃあ、と、アラナにうなずくと、大柄な従者は、列の前方に馬を攻めた。Well, with that, so he nods toward Alanna in a see ya kind of way, and then he moves his horse toward the front of the line, and the boy who does so is relatively bigger than all the other boys. That is Raudu. And then last
Hmm.
page of this, last page will go to you.
話はついたかゲリアが来た。Um, I guess like Suku with Hanashi.
I think it's like the finish.
Okay, so did you guys finish your discussion? Yeah, you asked. I don't know what Furimuita. She looked behind her?
Yeah.
Furimuita? Okay. すぐに後ろにもう一人の大柄な従者がいた。従者。She looked behind her, and there, I guess immediately behind her was another large-bodied squire.
Because Atlanta's tiny. 盗み聞きは失礼だって知らないのかアランナは不機嫌に聞いた。Alanna, in a bad mood, tells the boy behind her, Did you not know that it's rude to eavesdrop on people? ゲリはにやりとした。Oh, he also gives a little smirk at Alanna. 盗み聞きをしなかったらいろいろ作り出したりできないだろう Well, if I do not eavesdrop on people, there's no way I can go put my little feelers into everybody's paws. いいかこんないい争いにはうんざりだ。もう君を泳がせようとさせないように注意しておくよ。Hey, listen well to this. I am actually fed up with this whole fighting battle that we've been going on here. How about this? Why don't I make sure that we will stop trying to force you to swim? And then the next two paragraphs will be for you.
あだ名は頭を垂れた。Maybe she like slapped her head or something.
I think she like kind of dangles her head down like kind of like bowing, but
Ah,
it's not describing the upward moment,
she
right?
kind of drooped her head.
Yeah.
Okay. 別に気難しくしたいわけじゃないんだけど、あだ名はつぶやいた。Okay, so she's like, I'm not trying to make things difficult for everyone. Like, it's not, yeah, I'm not really, that's not what I'm trying to do. ゲリアは笑い出した。He laughed. もちろん君はそうしたいのさ。そこが君の魅力なんだから、行こう。遅れてるぞ。Um, so Gary's saying, of course, it's not what you're trying to do, but そこが君の魅力 but like I guess like her reaction is what they find uh
I think they're kind of more saying how earnest she is what makes her that's like what's nice about her. Miroku is like a
okay.
charm. I think that
Hmm.
makes more sense than the teasing her because they're saying like, of course you're not trying to give us a hard time. That's why we like you. You know?
Hmm. Okay. And he's like, okay, we're gonna be late, or let's go, we're gonna be late.
ゲイリーは馬を急がせて、宮殿の門の一つを抜けていき、その後をアラナは追いかけていた。So, Gary, he pushes his horse to move a little bit faster, and they go through one of the gates toward the castle. And then after him is Alanna chasing after on her horse, Chubby probably. ゲアリーとラウルとの会話にはいろいろ考えさせられることが多かった。From the conversation she had with Gary and Lauru, she felt like she had a lot of things she had to think about. 変わっているから好きだなんて馬鹿げてるよ. It's incredibly stupid to think that people like you because you're weird or different than others. 従者になってゲリとラウルは全く変なことを言うようになったな. Man, since they become the squires, Gary and Raudu have turned into absolute weirdo. They start they've come to be people who say absolutely weird things, which is like makes this line so funny because you say like that means you like them because they're weird. Next paragraph is for you.
厩舎に馬を返してから、
返して。
アラナとゲアリは、ジョナサンに、um, 追いついた. So when they arrived at the palace, I guess after
The
arriving at the palace,
Kyusha is the stables.
oh, okay, that makes sense then. So after arriving at the stables and returning the horses, um, Alana and Gary chased after Jonathan.
Yep.
厩舎の庭には、かなりの数の、don't tell me. This is, hmm. No, I got that. That's causal, or yeah,
Mm-hmm.
causal. But
Kazoeru. Starts with the S.
oh, Sue,
Mm-hmm.
Sue no. I've seen this word so many times. I don't know why I
You
can't.
know what luggage is?
Yeah, nimotsu, so niche, ni, ni, bosh, ni ba. It doesn't
Some,
sound finished.
something ni. Nimotsu plus uma
Uma's
is.
usually
It's
ba.
just ni uma.
Oh my God. Okay, never mind. I wouldn't have gotten that. Niuma to Raba ga esa to 世話が与えられるのを待っていた. Okay, so かなりの数のに馬. So there's a lot of like pack horses. と Raba. I can't tell if that's like lover or something else.
It must be a name.
Raba ga esa.
Because he's doing something. He's, you know, 世話が与えられる kind of. Oh, maybe. Actually, Raba might be like hey.
Mm.
I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff here. That is kind of weird. No, I think Raba is waiting as well. I think it's a name. I'm taking back the.
餌と世話を与
Yeah.
えられ
So
る.
the horses are receiving care and food, but so is Raba.
Yeah, I guess that toll makes Rava seem to me like an animal, maybe. But I don't know.
No, because the to is Esa. Esa to kaiwa ga. These are
No, I
connected.
mean the toll after Niuma.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, like since Urdaba is grouped with the horses, it makes the Urdaba seem like an animal to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what
餌と
Radaba is.
世話が与えられるのを待っていた. Okay, so the horses in Urdaba are waiting
I googled
for.
the word Radaba and it can mean mule.
Okay, so the horses and mules are waiting for their feed.
Yep. And yeah, that's kind of interesting because Q from Q Shop sounds like it would be the Q from Q Din.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that cue is what threw me off.
I wouldn't know if I didn't have that in my vocab list from when I read the first couple chapters. 重要な客みたいだな。ジョナサンが言った。玄関の広場に急いで行って、誰が来たのか見てみよう。So Jonathan says, haha, looks like we got quite a few customers today. Let's quickly go over to the front entrance area and see if somebody has see who it has come. 3人は宮殿の廊下を、急ぎ通り抜け、玄関の広場にたどり着いた。So the three of them, they quickly went through the hallway of the palace and arrived over at the front entrance, which this seems like feels very like disjointed. There's a whole bunch of horses waiting for stuff, but I guess maybe normally they're like inside the house. The rest of the paragraph will go to you.
そこには荷物の山が、um, 積み積
Hmm.
み上げられていたが、使用人たちが次々と待ち去り、山は小さくなっていた。Um, so when it says Soko Niwa, is it talking about in the entrance?
They are the Genkan no Hiroba,
Okay. So over there,
which
there's a
isn't
lot.
exactly the entrance. This is like, so a Genkan is like the entrance of a house normally, but this location is also a Hiroba. So,
Mhm.
because if it was saying like the entrance, that'd be Hiroba no Genkan, right? So Genkan no Hiroba is saying this large open area is the entrance of a location kind of
Okay.
vibe.
Um, so over in at like the I don't know, the Hitoma area, there's a like a mountain of luggage piled up, and Shionin Tachi ga so one by one the servants come and I guess carry some of it off, and the mountain starts becoming smaller. Do you happen to know what this Agerare is doing here?
Um, a lot of times you'll have to me to stack with another word to mean like super stacked.
Mm,
Was my guess. So when I saw that, I just thought it was a humongous, huge mountain, because you'll see
okay.
that a lot. But I didn't actually like Google it. It does mean to just pile up to make a heap, so it doesn't really
Okay.
like change the meaning of the first verb.
Gotcha. Okay, so then Mada Hokori o oh, can you move your eraser?
Yeah.
There you go. Hokori o kabuta hmm maybe ryoko yo manto o matotta mama no o 大柄な男が使用人や廊下に指示を与えていた. Okay, so I like there's definitely like there's a big guy kind of like pointing people around like in the right
Mm-hmm.
direction.
Yeah.
Um let's see. Mada hokori. Hokori I'm thinking of dust, but I don't think
He's
that's quite.
マントをまとめたまま。This 大柄の男.
Okay, so he's wearing a mantle.
The mantle is a cloak.
Okay,
And this cloak was used for what purpose?
traveling.
And is this a clean cloak?
Okay, so is hokori dust?
It is dust, but it probably might
Oh,
not say dust in the English version. It's saying that he was traveling, so there's like dirt and all that kind of stuff on
just covered
his
in it.
cloak. Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. I was think like dust came to mind, but I was like, that just seems so odd. But
it
no,
does seem
it
odd.
makes
But yeah,
sense.
it's travel dust. Yep.
Hmm.
And he is directing who?
He's directing the servants.
Yes, and also his buka, which is his specific minions. So that would probably be
Oh,
like other soldiers, probably, because shionin should not refer to the squires in the pages. That's the actual servants
yeah,
of the castle.
I read that as roka, like hallway, but
Oh,
yeah, this is definitely buka.
yeah. I think we saw hallway on the previous page. I bet it does look really similar to that. What does hallway look like? Okay, could not find it in 1 second, so we'll be going back over here. Sometimes you can like find things like really fast, but other times it all blends in. Jonathan は嬉しそうに叫び声を上げた. So Jonathan, he lets out a extremely happy voice as he yells out toward them. Um, andロジャー王子は到着したばかりの男に駆け寄って抱きしめ、アラナとゲリは近くで立ち止まった。So the prince, he yells out, Rosia, from the previous line, really happily. And the prince, he goes over and gets super close to the man who has just arrived.
Mhm.
And he hugs that man very tightly. And Alanna and Gary, they get closer and kind of just stand nearby. それじゃあ、これがジョンのいとこなんだとアラナは思い、新しく来た男をじろじろ見た。So Alanna, she stares fixedly at the man who just came and thinks, oh, this man, he must be Jonathan's cousin. And then I'll do one more line. コンテカのロジャ公爵は160%、センチを超える背の高さで、茶色がかった黒い髪にハンサムな顔を緑るひげはきれいに刈り込まれている。So this man who is from the house of Koten is a duke and his name is Roja. He is relatively tall, being over 180 centimeters. And he has black hair that is all not pitch black, it's kind of brownish. And his face, it's pretty handsome, and he has some kind of beard on his face, but his beard is not like shaggy or anything like that. It's actually quite well cut, so I would assume he has like a 5 o'clock shadow kind of like vibe is my
Mhm.
guess is what this is saying. But I'm gonna Google that because there's no way he has
Okay.
a green beard, right?
Yeah,
That
that was
is
the one I was like, what is that?
is that not green? What is green?
It kind of
Okay,
looks like
that is
connection.
kazoku instead of water. I could be. I don't know what connection is.
Um,
Oops, that's
like
wrong.
oh, like tsunagu.
Oh, it's Nagu. It's it looks like it's from Rim, which makes sense. That gives him the beard I was picturing. Yeah, so Fuchidoru. Um, so to take following, like something that could Fuchidoru, well, something that can Fuchi, right, would be like the rim of like a fountain, like the
Mm.
that type of
Well,
thing.
can you
So
what did you say it was? Fuchidoru?
yeah, Fuchidoru from Toru to take. So yeah,
Oh.
So he has like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay.
He got a little bit of a beard around his face, and it's like very much like, shaved off, but it's not like,
Hmm.
so he doesn't have like a real beard. And till here will be for you.
明るい青と瞳は人の心を虜にしてしまいそうだ. I don't know what the end of that is, but it sounds like this is like with his blue eyes, he'd be able to like get any. He'd be people would be like very taken in with him.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is saying. That makes sense. But yeah, toriko. That's so interesting. Toriko ni suru. So toriko means prisoner. I didn't know that. Did you know that? Your
I did
translation
not.
matched that.
He'd
Toriko.
he'd be able to take their hearts
Prisoner. Yeah, I like that.
prisoner.
And then that makes sense with the shimai being like, oh, he would capture their hearts. Uh, oops.
花はまっすぐで完璧に、整っている. So his nose is perfect, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
It's
what it's
perfect.
saying. It's perfectly in
Okay.
order. I guess he's
Yeah.
never broken his nose. Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess in that could make sense in this universe.
It might just be it's saying that his nose fits the face very well. Might be why he's
Hmm.
using todonoiru, which is the put in order. But for
Yeah.
me, I just means that his nose has not been broken, which seems like a weird thing to specify.
Like, maybe that's a rarity for them.
Yeah.
唇は赤く、um, ふっくらしている. So his lips were red and like I guess full. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
very plump
This
lips.
is the most Alanna has described any person in this story. Huge ass paragraph. He's really handsome, got a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow. His nose, perfect.
Yeah,
Lips,
just the
red,
best
plump.
nose.
Someone's got a crush.
微笑むと白い歯がきらめき、魅力と自信に溢れている. So his smile and white teeth, I guess sparkle,
Mhm.
and his charm and self-confidence, or he's like overflowing with charm and self-confidence. Uh, Katahaba. Katahaba. Is that like a shoulder width?
Yes.
肩幅が広くたくしまく。広くたくしまく. The takushimaku, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Shimaku.
seen that before. Takumasku means he's burly. I have seen it before once.
Oh.
Takumashi, but not as an adverb. That's my defense.
強そうな手をしている. Because his hands look really strong.
hmm Strong and burly shoulders. Yeah. Um, すごく魅力的な人だな、アラナは、結論を出した。So Alanna comes from the conclusion that this is a man who is extremely charming. そんなの、に、どうしていい人だと思えないのだろう ?Why on earth do I think that guy cannot be a good man? それどころか、嫌いだと思うなんて. Not only that, I can't help but think, I hate this man. It's like she's jealous that Jonathan's hugging this man, not her. That's why. That's why she hates him. That's why she had to that's how we had to get this huge description. じゃあ、とうとう着いたんだ。あららはゲリにつぶやいた。Jonathan のいとこが嫌いな理由は後で考えなければ. So Alanna, she mutters something to Getty which is that, he's finally arrived, huh? And then she thinks, I gotta have to just think about why I hate this Jonathan's cousin later. This is
Mm.
not the time for that. 僕はそのたまたま漏れ聞いたんだけど、また盗み聞きしたんだ。アナナは、uh, uh, something shkuita. This is weird because it says Alanna muttered this to Gary and then has that line and then oh yeah, Gary's talking next time. Never mind, that makes sense. Doo doo doo. Okay, so Gary says, well, this is just something that happened over here, but and she says, you've been eavesdropping again, Gary. And she says this very like strictly. Kibishiku. That's probably what that is.
Mhm.
And then the next paragraph is for you.
今、言った通り、たまたま漏れ来たのには、公爵は君たち魔法の才がある子に教えるんだって、ゲリは続けていた。Um, 今言った通り。Is that like recently?
Oh no. So right over here, he
Oh,
said, I
just as
overheard
I was
this.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I was saying. Gotcha, I see. Like I was just saying, たまたま漏れ来たのには. So what I had like overheard happened to overhear. Was that
There's
Cole?
no over here. It just says, so what I was saying, what I had just happened to overhear was, and then that's the rest of the sentence.
公爵は君たち魔法の才がある子に教えるんだって. So the Duke is going to be teaching you children that are like gifted in magic.
Hmm.
And then Gary continued. それに王様はは破綻性熱病
So,
no.
kansei netsubyo should be that sweating sickness.
Okay.
I'm not sure what hatsu, but I just, it's like, it probably like started, something like that.
Yeah. No. Oh. What is this? Like, this is
That's like,
victims, but what is this?
isn't that the criminal? Hanzai?
Oh, no. I don't. I mean, you
To
might. I think you got the first kanji right.
Hannin. Yep. Well, I just meant like
Hanin.
it's the same, like Han criminal. To, yeah, Hannin. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
not patient.
yeah. Hanin o mitsuke. Oh, I have to scroll when I get to the bottom and top of each
Mm-hmm.
page. I
Just
just lost my spot. 見つけ出してほしいらしい. Okay, so the king, it seems like the king, uh, 見つけ出して、so the king has like left to go find the culprit, it
uh.
seems.
So it's hard with wa because that can mark anything. The fact we have Hoshi here means that I would assume it's not that, saying instead that the
Yeah,
king
yeah, the king
Hoshis, the
wants
king
someone else.
wants someone else to come over and find this person. And who it is contractually maybe one of the students or maybe the Duke as well. So he's doing two things at once. Um,
Mm.
and interestingly, Hatsukan together means sweating. So it's like
Okay,
getting the
so
sweat.
just another
Way to say the
same
sweat and
meaning, yeah.
sickness.
Um, そんなことを二度と、うん目論
I think it's kurondari, like to
う
fall.
ん二度とも転んだりしないだろうけど、老人や公爵がここにいるんだから、あー、
It might be mokuro, because mokuro means to plan, to scheme. Never heard it before though.
I haven't either.
I only know keikaku.
目論んだりしない。Well, okay. I guess would it be 目論む?
Hmm.
Okay, so 目論んだりしないだろうけど. Um, so it's like, oh, well, it's something like that probably won't happen again, though.
Yeah, exactly. That criminal won't plan that again.
Yeah. ロジャーがここにいるんだから、because Roger's here? Okay.
Yeah.
東の国々の魔法使いなら、公爵相手には二の足を踏むもの。
It sounds like an
So,
idiom.
yeah, it definitely sounds like an expression. The if it's a if I guess if it's a mage of the Eastern countries
Hmm.
for the for Duke Roger, ni no ashi o fumu.
Ni no
Maybe
ashi o fumu means to think twice, to get cold feet.
uh so they'll be okay, so they'll think twice because he's here.
Hmm. そんなにすごいんだ。アラナは考え込みながら言った。Alanna, while thinking, says, he's really that good, great, like that amazing. すごく力がある魔法使いだよ. Yeah, he's a magician who has an extreme amount of power. ロージャー公爵が二人に近づいてきた。ジョナサンの肩に腕を回している。So, Duke Roja, he walks closer to the two kids, and his arm is around Jonathan's shoulder. それでは、君は魔法の才の練習を受けているのか？ Well then, are you guys taking on the practice of using your talent in magic? 教えるのが楽しみだ。いとこ気味。I am quite looking forward to teaching you guys my little nephew, but I think they're doing a play on words right here by having
Hmm.
the kanji for little brother and like page apprentice kind of like word. I don't think
Yeah,
that's the normal kanji for itoko,
that is what it looks like.
which is very fun to do that. Very Japanesey. 公爵はギャリーに手を差し出した. And the Duke, he lets out a hand toward Gary in a like shake my hand kind of way. ナクセンカの若いガレス君だろこの前会った時より随分大きくなったな。You are Gadesu, the young Gadesu from the family of Nakusen, right? I believe I've met you before. You've gotten a lot bigger. I felt like this. Oh, Gadesu is probably his full name and Gary is a nickname.
Mm.
I was like, I don't think his name is Gadesu.
Yeah.
Was what I was going to say. Next line is for you.
ギャリーはこの年上の男と心を込めて握手した。So Gary, この男この年上の男と心の込めて握手。I mean, 握手 is that clap? Or is that something
Good
else?
guess. This is a shake your hand.
Oh,
Aku is right there. It's nigiru to grasp and hand. So it says to grasp a hand.
what's with the 心を込めて?
Kokoro komeru is to put your heart 100% into something. So it's into komu and heart. And it is
Oh,
used
okay.
like
Interesting.
wholeheartedly. So he's
I've
like,
never seen that.
"Ooh, I can't wait to go hug. Can't wait to shake his hand." He's very happy.
Hmm.
Goddess
Mina,
is fangirling.
I
Yeah.
mean, Alana was like 5 seconds before.
Alana's actually doing the opposite. Alana is like, I hate this man, and he's absolutely handsome. Drop dead
Yeah,
gorgeous.
she was fangirling so hard
Kazov.
that she hated them. みんなそう言いますよ。父まで言うんですから、ほとんど毎日会っているのに。Okay, I'm not really sure what this is saying. みんな、so everyone
It's
says
a
that.
joke. He's being very sarcastic right here. So
Okay.
Priest Line is like, ah, yes, you are Garasu from the house of Nankasa. He's like, ah, yes, minna so imashita yo. Yes,
I
everybody,
don't get the joke.
you're Garasu, right? And he's like, yes, everybody says so. Even my dad says that's my name. So I get even though his
Mm,
name is not Garasu. Probably that his name's Gary. Uh,
mhm,
was probably what the joke is. But he's like, yes, everybody says that my name's Gary. Even my dad says that. Even though I meet him every day, he still thinks, oh yes, you're Gary, Garasu, right? So
mm.
it feels like he's like telling like a joke right now.
Okay.
Um, and then これを聞いて、ロジャーは、くっくと笑った。And so even he laughs at the joke. So, hearing that, Roger laughs at the joke. お父上が言うなら確かにだ、確かだ。Well, if that's something your dad says, then it must be true. その声は、テノールで、軽くアラナがこれまで聞いたなかったでも、最高に耳に、あ軽いに、響いた。So that voice, it was light and tenoru, which sounds like it's like that sounds like like a music word. Um, and Alanna, she has never heard his voice before, but she was like, man, this is a voice that is like an angel. Like it's a cycle, the absolute best to your ears, whatever that word is, which I feel like is like good, but
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this in like Kaiteki or something.
yeah, it looks familiar, but also like I've never seen it. Kai for pleasure. Kokoro yoi. Yeah, so it's a voice that is supreme. Uh, and I'll do whatever the music word is real quick. I know I've heard it before in English, but like tenor, tenor. That's definitely not what it says in English. Tenor. It's saying he has like a deepish light voice,
Okay.
you know, like a masculine voice. Um, and the rest of this paragraph will go to you.
恥ずかしげもなく、まじまじと見つめていると、公爵がアラナの方を向いた。So, um, without being embarrassed, まじまじと見つめていると. So I guess, I know someone's staring. Is it Alana staring?
Yes.
Okay, so Alana is staring. She's not embarrassed at all. And then the Duke turns towards her.
Yeah. While she's staring at him. That's where the toe is in
Hmm.
here to kind of like show that she was like caught just like not even blinking staring at him, you know.
それで、この若い人は、この目と髪には会ったことがないな。絶対. So, and then this person, these eyes, this hair, I've never, I've never met you. Um, definitely never met you.
Hmm. And then Atlanta will be like, actually, we did meet. But of course, that didn't happen. But that'd be funny. But it makes sense because she has like a really weird appearance. Do you remember what Atlanta looks like?
Listen, I mean, I remember the cover, she had like orange hair, right?
She did. It does depend on like the book.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yep. She has red hair, which is going to be like orangish because that
Oh,
people don't have bright red hair. They get like a blondish thing. And more than that, her eyes are purple.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No one else has purple eyes.
Yeah, no.
Everybody else has normal blue eyes and stuff. So she really stands out with her bright reddish orange hair and purple eyes. So it's like, yeah, I've never seen someone that looks like you. Um, 古典家のロージャー公爵、トレーボンド家のアラナをご紹介いたします。ジョナサンが、正式の会話をした。So Jonathan begins to do a introduction that's very like polite, which is saying, "Hello, Duke Lorja from the House of Cotten. This right, I shall introduce you to Alanna from the House of Trebond." トレボンド、アナナがお辞儀をすると、公爵は微笑んだ。So, Alanna, she gives a little bow to the Duke, who smiles as he says, "Oh, Trebond, 君の父親のことは聞いたことがある。よく知られた学者ではないかね? I've heard about your father. Isn't he a well-renowned person who likes knowledge, learner, like I don't know, like
Scholar.
scholar. That's a better word, yeah. アラナは全身ブルブルと震えていた。Alanna, she begins to shake through her whole body. 緊張した馬じゃるまいし、と自分を叱る。She scolds herself, saying, "What are you, a nervous horse? You're not a horse. You're not a like a nervous horse."
You're not
She
a
scolds
horse.
herself. Stop quivering. 手を背中でぎゅっと組んでから答えた。And she answers the next line with her hands behind her back squeezed. And she says, そうだと思います、公爵閣下. She says, that very much I believe is true, that he is a well-educated scholar, my father. Your lordship, Duke man. And the next paragraph is for you.
ああ、やめておくれ。公爵は反対した。ただのロジャー様にしてくれ。Oh, you don't need to call me that. Just call me Roger, he
Lord
says.
Roger.
Sure, Lord Roger. それだって、ガレス公爵をこもらせるのでなければやめたいんだ。それだって、ガレス公爵を困らせるのでなければやめたいんだ。I'm not really sure that this one, ガレス公爵.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it's there's two dukes in the castle right now, I think is what it's
Uh-huh.
saying. So there is Duke Goddess, who is the one that Alanna has met a couple of times already in the castle. That's
Mhm.
Gary's dad. And
I have
they
no
both would be
idea.
they both would be called Koshakokaka, which is your Lord Dukiness, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he's saying, "Oh, I don't want to trouble the other Duke. There's two of us. So why don't instead you call me Lord Rogia, so it's easy to tell who you're talking to. You're talking to me
Oh, that
and
makes sense.
not
Okay.
Lord Gary."
タッカーなんてすごい年を取った気がしてくる。Um, so Kaka is like really, I don't know, stiff.
No, I think it's more like saying it makes me sound like an old man when you're calling me Kaka. Right? It's like if
Mm.
you add Mr. to some, it's like how like some teachers would be like, "Oh, don't call me Mr. Blank. Call me by my first name. You make me sound like an old man." You know, like some of those like weird hip teachers that do that. He's doing like the same
Yeah.
line here, saying, "Ah, calling me your lordship makes me feel old. I'm young and hip, kids."
Is this Toshi like a different reading? Because
It
this
might be a
this is like
different
Sai, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. For age.
Yeah, but the Toshi, I guess I haven't seen it for this. I've only seen it for, a year.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's irregular reading. The reason why they're using this kanji instead of this kanji is to make it more obvious that we're referring to his age,
Hmm.
you know?
That makes sense.
Um,
Yeah.
since Sai just has the meaning of age. But yeah, irregular. It is a irregular reading for Toshi. Uh, yes. いつも生意気な答えをするかと、ジョナサンは、期待して友人を見た。So Jonathan, so normally Alanna makes some kind of impotent comment when she talks with people, right? She kind of like blurts out the first thing that comes on her head. So he's like, "Ooh, I can't wait to see what Alanna says into response to this." So with high expectations, he looks over at his friend Alanna. And 驚いたことに、アナナはすっかり、見せられたというより考えるようだ。So, unlike what he thought that Alanna would do, she is in deep thought instead of being absolutely charmed by his uncle. And this might be the opposite, that normally his uncle talks like this, might be instead. No, I'm
Um,
right. I'm going back. I'm saying what I said before. He was expecting Alanna to make some kind of witty comment, and she didn't.
is this part
Next,
for
yeah.
me? Okay. ここにはどれくらい滞在するんです。うん、い、いとこ殿。Um, どれくらい滞在 Do you know 滞在?
Yeah,
Stay?
Taizai is like the fancy way to, yeah.
Okay, so do you know how long you'll be staying here, cousin?
Hmm.
ジョナサンはこう切って、妙に、言葉少ない、あ、アランから注意をそらした。So, with okay, so Jonathan asked, and then weirdly, with few words, Alan, there was a warning from Alan. Like a warning came from Alanna.
I don't think the warning came from Alanna, but he's feeling like, so he's kind of like, I feel like it's almost like like the
Oh,
vibes are
like
coming from
this,
Alanna.
yeah, there's like this cautiousness seeping out of her.
Yeah. And Dono is like the another way to say Lord. I feel like I've only ever seen that in anime.
Mm.
So Itoko Dono, Lord cousin. おじゆえはしばらく滞在してもらいたいと言っていた。ロジャは答え、王子を見下ろした。So Lord Duke answers and looks down at the prince and says, um, our great uncle, so this is the prince, the king, he decided to have me stay here for a while. That's what he said. 私たちと暮らしてほしいと言われてね。公爵は広い方を含めた。So the Duke, he shrugs, he says, he was like, I really wish you'd live with us. 豊漁の日々も終わりかもしれないな。Perhaps my traveling journey will end and I'll be stuck in the castle forever. Um, and the next couple lines will be for you.
Jonathan wa niyari to shita. So Jonathan smiled. どちらにしても、どうして僕たちを避けているのかわかりません。Um, so I guess either one is fine. どうして僕たちを避けている? Why are you avoiding us? Well, I don't understand why you are avoiding us.
Mm-hmm.
It seems really out of the blue. I'm not
So,
following that.
so what this is telling us is that Lord Duke Roja is normally, even though he's very close to the royal family, right? Like
Hmm.
genetically, he's Jonathan's cousins.
Hmm.
He was not in the castle, right, when the sweating sickness came, and instead was somewhere else journeying. And then they called him to come back. And this conversation here, Jonathan's like, "How long are you going to be home, Uncle?" And Uncle's like, "Oh, your father was like, please stay here. Maybe you have to stay here forever, and I'll never be able to journey off again." And then Jonathan's like, "Man, do you just hate coming home? You just always want to run off into the woods? Basically, like, why are you avoiding us? Basically, why are you not living in the castle like mom and dad, cousin?"
君たちを避けているわけじゃない。ロジャーはジョナサンの言葉を正した。I haven't, it's not that I've been avoiding you. Roger corrected Jonathan.
教養を広めていたんだ. I'm just polishing my I'm going under cultivation is what the literal translation of that, but it means he's like training himself through stuff. He's learning. He's broadening his horizons is probably a good way to translate that.
うん。
Um, and that's where we'll left off. That should be 6 pages.